Hola, hola familia, Nessa Snow here, and welcome to my channel. I will admit I procrastinated and had to throw this week's video together. However, I am still very excited because the most asked question in my daily life is everything and anything to do with Bleu, and I love to talk about him. So without further ado, here's Blue's story. My beautiful baby boy was purchased by an older gentleman for reasons unknown and left at his father's house. Blue was a good puppy and he guarded the chickens, but the father was getting older and didn't have time and the money to properly take care of him. The father many times asked the gentleman to take care of Blue or at least pay for his expenses. When the older gentleman never responded to his father, the father went ahead and asked his other son to get rid of him or take care of him. Blue was sold to a trailer park of every hoarder's dreams. He was surrounded by filth and left for hours at a time without food and water or an area to do his business. He was not trained properly and he quickly fell into bad habits that mirrored his surroundings. The older gentleman started spreading rumors that Blue had been stolen. He tracked him down and took him back. Many people were disgusted by how the gentleman would speak to Blue. He would get angry at Blue's bad behaviors and many times threatened his life. It was unknown how far the abuse went, since the man seemed to hide it well. Blue was never skittish, and he seemed to love his owner very much, so no one really thought the owner really abused him, if at all. That wasn't until late 2017 when the man came home and broke Blue's pelvis and popped his hip out of place. My best friend and her mama made sure Blue got the help he needed. It was a long process, but after successful surgery, Blue pulled out with only a limp. After the incident, the older gentleman came back and apologized to everyone for his behavior. He even got down on the floor and apologized to Blue. Blue, being the kind soul that he is, loved on his owner, and he didn't seem to hold a grudge. Piling under Blue's medical bills, my friend and her mama started to realize the man was never coming back after his apology, and he seemed to not even care about getting his furry baby back. It could have been out of shame, or honestly, he probably realized that my best friend was not going to be letting a monster take care of Blue. Unfortunately, being the not trained pit bull that Blue was, he destroyed my best friend's and her mama's house, and on top of his medical bills, food, and repairs, he was becoming more than they could handle. So in November of 2017, I went to my friend's and her mom's house, and I discussed with them what they were thinking about possibly doing with him. Taking him to a humane society was out of the question. After some debate, I told them how much Blue meant to me. Ever since the first day I met him, I felt a connection. Something about his eyes remind me of the Dalmatian that I grew up with. As I continued to love on him, I got the courage to ask if they would mind if I took him. Since I was moving to Georgia in March of 2018, they quickly thought it was a good idea and they agreed. Unfortunately, since I could not take him immediately, he continued to destroy their house. It got to the point where even I hesitated to take him. I started looking for different homes for him, and since he's a pit bull, it was very difficult. As I continued to find a home for him, I was also in the process of moving. I made sure wherever I moved, it did not have a pet restriction, which also was not easy. No one would take my troubled baby, so I talked to a vet tech friend of mine. She said, unfortunately, even if I found a humane society that would take him at 3 years old, not properly trained and a little troubled, there was a higher chance that he would not get adopted, and the place that took him would have to eventually put him down. This information saddened me, and I couldn't fathom being the reason that such a sweet baby died. My vet tech friend said that crate training would help if I still wanted him, and in that moment, I knew I couldn't leave him behind. I told her, and she immediately bought me a cage. There are a few things that have been left over by his old owner. Bleu has bad dreams at least once a day. It took a little under 8 months for him to stop limping. And even when it gets cold outside or the weather changes, he does get that limp back. He does not like to go back home. When we visit Texas to see my family, he starts adopting his bad habits again. He won't eat properly for days after coming home. He has severe abandonment issues. But with a lot of love and cuddles and a little training, we continue to show him everything is okay and we're not going anywhere. I have yet to regret my decision. Bleu has become my world, and as I keep helping him, I have also noticed that he is helping me as well. It is not easy. Many people do not like dogs, and even more do not like pit bulls. So we get a lot of mean looks and get treated a certain way. It has taken a lot of persistence and a lot of patience I do not have for my boyfriend and I to train my hard-headed pit bull and completely change his behavior. Everyone that knew Bleu before and see him now are amazed at his transformation. Everyone that gives my big boy a chance immediately falls in love. Dame la mano. Good boy. All right, dame la mano. Oh, other hand. Dame la mano. Good boy. Dame la mano. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, I'm a bilingual dog. Yes, I am. I'm a bilingual dog. Look at this vicious animal. Look at this vicious animal. All right, sit. Up, up. Good boy. We're gonna show how good you are. All right, ready? Sit pretty. Good boy. Hey, that's sit pretty. I know what it means. I know what it means. Sit pretty. Yay. All right, down. Good boy. All right, up. Sit. Dame la mano. Good boy. Trying to steal the treat. Yeah, I'm so cute. I'm so cute. Yeah. I'm so cute. Yes, oh, boy. Bye. He's trying to get me.
Oh, I see him eating.
It is now 2019 and we are healthy and happy and handsome as ever. When he did live with my best friend and her mama, he did have a female dog that he got to play with and be friends with. But before that, he didn't interact with other dogs. So I've been pretty amazed at the friends that he has been able to make. He has no trouble being nice to other dogs, cats, hamsters, bunnies. He loves them all and just wants to cuddle and play with them, and it's really cute and really sweet. And so I love when other people, looking at how big he is, still trust that he can be gentle and play with their dogs. The only time where he showed any aggression was when a other fairly large boxer attacked him, and at first he was willing to get along with the boxer, but when the bigger dog snapped at his face, he did, of course, snap back. He was not okay with that. And the only other time was when he met a older German Shepherd. The German Shepherd didn't really like Blue very much, and he was growling at him, and it was the middle of the night, so Blue did not like the situation, and he felt that he was unsafe, or maybe he felt that we were not safe being outside in the dark with a older, larger dog growling and barking at us. And so he did get very territorial at that moment, and I believe those are the only two times that I've ever noticed him be extremely not nice or aggressive towards other animals. But he does fairly well with dogs of all kinds, of all sizes. He tries to be a little gentle, but sometimes he doesn't realize how big he is, so he can really throw someone down. But most slimmer dogs that are fast, they're able to, he's big, but they're fast, so it's a good match, and they do well with each other. So we enjoy these moments, these play times. They don't happen very often, but when they do happen, it's fun and exciting. If someone needs to come in the apartment, he's actually pretty cool about it. He gives one real chesty bark, but he becomes friends real quick with everybody and anybody. He loves the ladies, loves being pet and cuddled. He loves children. He's actually quite gentle with them. I was pretty impressed the first time he met kids. He even kind of squatted because it's like he felt that they were uncertain of him. So I was very impressed with the way he acted around them, and definitely that nanny dog instinct from back in the day. I'm happy to see that he has that character, that nanny dog character. Ready? Where's the ball? Yeah. Look at that. Rah, 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 rah. Ah. Birthday boy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blue. Happy birthday to you. This is Blue's story, my little fur baby and his past. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already and want to become part of La Familia, please hit the big red subscription button on the bottom, and there is a bell on the side to give you notifications every time I upload a new video. If you would like to follow me and Blue on our 2019 journey, we are on Instagram and Twitter on Nessa Snow and Snapchat Nessa Snow XO. Gracias. Hasta el próximo. Ciao.